Hi, come on in, crafting friends, and look at the project I have for you today. You're not going to believe what I did to make this cost next to nothing. Very, very easy, and you're going to be able to make the same thing. You know why? Because I'm going to take you step by step. If you like projects like this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, give me a thumbs up, share with your friends, and hit the bell for future notifications. And remember, I'm also on Facebook, so you can like and follow me there. Let's get started. In this video, I'm going to be using a paper cup. I actually got this cup with coffee in it when I was at the hairdresser's. I'm like, oh, I got to do something with that. So the first thing I want to do is cut off the bottom. So you can see I have the bottom there. Here is the rest of the cup. Now I smush the bottom like when we do the posies, and just like that. And I'm just going to make sure that that seam, you're going to see it there, that's going to be on the other side, and it is in the middle. All right, to keep this together, I'm not going to be using glue. I'm going to use a stapler. See, I'm really going quick with this project. So we're just going to staple the bottom like that. All right, once the bottom is stapled together, we're going to take a look at the napkin. And this is one of the napkins I just showed you from Vippy's Designs. You can see one says thankful and the other one does not. So we're going to use the one that does not say thankful, and this is going to fit really well on the front. So first thing I want to do is I'm taking my Mod Podge, which is in this small container, and I want to separate this napkin because remember, with decoupage, we only use that top printed ply. It's nice and thin. Little bit of Mod Podge between the fingers, pinching my fingers together, and there you go, my top layer of the napkin. Very nice, that's going to fit perfect. I'm going to put the napkin onto the cup, and I'm not going to be painting the cup, so some of the brown from the cup is going to come through the napkin, which is what I'm looking for. So I'm taking some Mod Podge, and I'm going to do half at a time. So I'm going to lay my napkin down on top, and I'm going to smooth it with my fingers just like this. And once I have the top part done, I'm going to flip the napkin up. I'm going to take the Mod Podge now and put it onto the bottom part of the cup. Then I'm just going to flip it down. Again, I'm going to smooth it with my fingers. But you know me, I am going to use a piece of saran wrap just to make sure I got it as smooth as I can. Like that. I'm going to peel it away. Looks very, very good. All right, so now we have to do something with the edge of that napkin. And I'm going to take the Mod Podge. I'm pretty much going to do the same thing. I'm going to put it along the edge of the cup. And then I'm just going to flip that extra napkin right over. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Tuck that Mod Podge in, brush it down, and now I'm just going to let that dry. Once the sides have dried, I'm ready to go on to the top and the bottom, and I'm just taking the extra napkin. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to put some decoupage glue, some Mod Podge on the bottom, and then just flip the napkin up. Same thing with the top. And then I'm going to flip the napkin down so it's all hidden inside and around the back so the front looks nice and neat and clean. Oh, I love how that looks. Now, I'm going to be punching some holes on the side. This is one of the things that makes this so easy. This is an 1/8" hole punch, and I'm going to put a hole on each side. This is going to be for the handle. It couldn't be easier than using a paper punch just like that. And there's the hole. You can see it. Those holes are going to be perfect when I add the little handle on. Now, if you were wondering why I saved the bottom of the cup, I'm putting it in the center of the wreath. It's like a little frame. Now, this is a pumpkin I got from the Dollar Tree, and I cut it in half. So I'm only going to be using half a pumpkin. It gives it a little bit of dimension. That's going to fit perfect in there. Now, I found a stem that went really well with this pumpkin. It didn't come with the stem. I'm using a tiny little bit of hot glue, and I'm putting the stem inside there so that it will hold onto the pumpkin. Now, I'm using regular craft glue to adhere the pumpkin to the bottom of the cup because, you know, hot glue melts that styrofoam, so it's just takes a little bit longer, but better off to use the white glue. And I'm just going to place it down there, and I'm going to let it dry. And while it's drying, I'm going to show you how to make the handle. I took some thin wire and I just doubled it up like this so it would be a little bit stronger. And then to give it some interest, I took the wire and I bent it around a pen like that. It was very simple, just to give it this fun country look. I thought it went well with the napkin and the shape of the can. Just kind of separated, added some beads, and we're going to attach that, but we're going to go back and finish doing the little pumpkin first. Okay, so there it is. It's all cooled off, or all dry, because we didn't use the hot glue. Now I took a piece of the green that came with it, the green wire, and I said, hey, why not? Let's add a little vine to that. And that's what I did, and I'm going to stick that right inside by the stem. All right, now that's in there, and we're ready to put this onto the cup. All right, I love this project. I just want to say that before going any further. I used the entire cup. This is like a complete recycling project. And I put some hot glue on there, and I'm going to hold it onto the cup, and I'm going to wait for it to cool. All right, and now we have the completed project where I added some paint, some flowers, and I put the handle on. This was a simple project to do. It was a quick project, but you know what? It also cost next to nothing. If you like these kinds of projects, and I have many more, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Decoupage D.I.Y. with Joan-Marie. Give me a thumbs up, share with your friends, and don't forget, you can like and follow me on Facebook.